Actually, the 68, 69 was the pivotal year in Vietnam. Until 68, everybody was pulling one way. What happened in 1968? If you were a black American, you'd know the answer. What happened in 1968?
Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther King was executed.
Right.
And Bobby Kennedy.
Right.
So suddenly you had every black man in Vietnam pulling the other way because he was disappointed and pissed off. And he hadn't been treated very well anyway. It was like Muhammad Ali said, you know, none of those Vietnamese ever tried to lynch me. You know, that's how all the black guys felt over there, and they started hanging together rather than with everybody else. So all of a sudden, all the lily white guys are over here in the mess hall, and all the black guys are over here, and all the black guys are giving each other fist bumps and stuff, you know, and starting to talk, you know, sedition and rebellion and fragging officers. That was when fragging started. 3% of all the officers in the Army in Vietnam got fragged, and that's only the ones that got fragged. That's only the ones that were identified as having been murdered by their own troops with grenades. That doesn't include automatic weapons. It doesn't include knives. 3%, that's a lot of officers. And not a one of them got fragged before 1968. It doubled in 69. It doubled again in 1970. Google this stuff. You'll be appalled. Your government hasn't just started lying to you recently.
What happened when you came home?
Got spit on in the airport.
Did you?
They'll tell you that didn't happen much, but it happened to me. Welcome home. You didn't want to wear it was bizarre. It wasn't like today. If you wore a uniform in the airport, you know, all the high school and college age girls would spit on you. True. Not all of them.
What about your family and your friends? Your feelings?
My family, people in the United States, the war was on television every night, but they didn't tell you much. Our camp in Da Nang got destroyed, and I phoned home over a satellite link. The Seabees had not a satellite link, over a shortwave link. The Seabees had a shortwave radio relay where you could talk on the telephone in Da Nang, and your parents would get the call in Dallas, but it was over shortwave radio, basically. So I called them to tell them I was all right, and they had no idea what I was talking about. Our camp, the bomb dump next to our camp blew up for 2 days and 2 nights. And it was the biggest bomb dump north of Tan Son Nhut Air Base, which is the second biggest bomb dump in all of Vietnam.